Hello, Susan Young here. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be sharing in our series, Why Support Groups Work. We are covering part 8 today. Today we will look at the progress of Denise and Maria's lives to see how they recovered from their shopping addiction. As you watch this video today, pay attention to how this would apply to your situation and how can you adapt this to your needs. This is Denise's story. Denise first joined the group primarily because it was a chance to get out of the house and discuss her problems with sympathetic peers. She found it very comforting to have people who understood not only her shopping compulsion, but also her problems with motherhood. As painful as it was, I had to admit that my overspending had to do with my ambivalence about being a mother. On one hand, I love Crystal so much and I wanted to be with her all the time. On the other hand, I resented being stuck in the house with her all day, said Denise. I felt guilty for feeling this way, so I would buy things for her to try and make me feel better. This revelation paved the way to Denise's recovery. She came to understand that it was imperative to her psychological well-being for her to work outside the home. Denise and Jamie, who had become supportive buddies and close friends, worked out a plan to share the expense of a babysitter. This allowed Denise to work part-time as a freelance nurse. She found the work satisfying and also preferred not being totally dependent on her husband's income. At first, Denise felt guilty about leaving her baby with the babysitter. This guilt propelled her to go on occasional shopping sprees for the child. The group helped her deal with these feelings and her underlying conflicts about motherhood. She gradually learned to accept that she needed to work in order to feel complete, and this did not mean she was a bad mother. As she became more secure in her mothering as well as her life outside the home, she no longer felt compelled to shop excessively. Now I'm saving money for my daughter's future instead of wasting it on things she's too young to enjoy, said Denise. Now here is Marie's story. When Marie's parents made plans to sell their house and move to a retirement community, she was forced to confront her spending habits. Unless she got them under control, she would never be able to afford her own apartment, which would soon be a necessity. So she joined the group, hoping for a quick fix for her shopping addiction. Marie shielded away from introspection, so the depth of the group's discussions was a very new experience for her. I came into the group just to learn how to stop shopping so much, but then I discovered there was a lot more to it. There were a lot of deep problems I had been keeping inside that were making me shop. I guess I just wasn't ready to deal with these problems. Marie decided to leave the group after 2 months. She said she had stopped compulsive shopping, so there was no need for her to continue coming to sessions. Knowing that there were many unresolved issues in Marie's life, I felt she still needed the support of the group and encouraged her to stay, but she insisted that she was ready to leave. Unfortunately, it proved true that Marie was far from ready. Not only did she begin overspending again, but she developed another addiction, bulimia. Her obsession with her weight and appearance made her susceptible to this eating disorder. And once she was no longer living in the controlled environment of her parents' home, she began a destructive cycle of binging and purging. Bulimia is akin to compulsive shopping because it involves binging on food just as the addicted spender goes on shopping binges. Afterward, the guilt can be so great as to lead to depression and anxiety, causing the bulimic to purge. If you are disposed to bulimia or overeating, you should be extra watchful of your pace in winding down your compulsive shopping so that withdrawal does not lead you into an eating disorder. Kim made a point of staying in touch with Maria and encouraged her to return to the group, which she eventually did. I suggested to Maria that she go into private therapy to deal with the history behind her addictive personality. The severity of her bulimia motivated her to take this advice, and she now sees a psychologist twice a week in addition to coming to the group. Maria's story raises the important issue of cross-addiction. If you have an addictive personality and you haven't thoroughly dealt with the reasons why you need this type of escape, you may be vulnerable to serial or multiple addictions. You may give up compulsive shopping only to find yourself drinking or eating too much. You might also manifest several addictive behaviors at one time. Some compulsive shoppers also have eating disorders, or drinking or drug addictions, or gambling compulsions. You need to ask yourself honestly, do I have any other addictions besides shopping? As I curb my shopping habits, do I see hints or another addiction emerging? If the answer is yes to either of these questions, you should seek out private therapy to supplement the self-help programs. Shopaholics, you have just heard about the progress that Denise and Marie have made with their shopping addictions. Feel free to share with one another how you feel about their progress and also share how you are doing in your life. Question of the day. Shopaholics, have you considered joining a support group to get help for your addiction? Shopping addiction? Feel free to comment down below. And if you are interested in joining a group, I have the information below for our online support group on Facebook. Feel free to join us. There is no fee to join. Our group is private. Hope to see you there. And if you have found yourself in debt, look at the information down below. How are you doing with this video so far? If you like this video, hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Now check out my website at www.stopbigspending.com and leave me your email address at the Contact Us page on the website, and I will inform you on the next videos coming up. See you here on YouTube and see you in social media. You have a great week.